We're driving through one of the man camps that we're looking at down in Texas. This is a very sharp camp. One of the top camps we're looking to purchase and get in business with. You can see some of the housing here. This is one of the top-notch housing. I'll have some other pictures of the different type of housing. These are individual units. Inside there is a living room, a kitchen, and then a bedroom and bath. And each one has its own bath. Then these are what's called fourplexes here. Let me show you around to the front of a fourplex, kind of give you an idea. They are set up. Each room has its own bathroom, but then they have a place where they can go and eat down in the front, and they also have like a little microwave and a little refrigerator inside the room, so and a little couch. So it's you know, it's a nice little space, but it's not as roomy as the individual units. And as you can see, there's multiple units like this. What we do is we go in, we set up the units. We're gonna make a lake here, and we're gonna take the lake and go around. Our idea anyway is to try to make the lake beautiful and where people want to come. If I can get around here, I'll show you where the lake site is going to be. And then if you look real close out there in the lake site, you can see right now there's probably about 50-60 deer right out in the middle of the site now. And they used to use it to feed the deer and put all kinds of deer food inside the site. And so here we go. And we'll see if we can just zoom in there a little bit. And hopefully you can see the vast amount of deer. All the deer right along this area here. And I would venture to say there's probably about 25 to 50 in that whole place. Now what we've done is we're set up a deer blind, and the guys can go and they can hunt. For a certain amount of money they can hunt, and for a certain amount of money they can go out and just view the deer. But it gives them different atmosphere. They have a place to fish and to have some fun that way. This is one of the newer, just being set. They're called a fourplex. They hold 4 rooms, and this is one of the newest ones. And then this is a different model. It's a little cheaper model, but still a real good, strong model. We've got to put the porches on yet, so you can see this is how they look without the porches. This is the way they come down the highway. And bring them in, and of course when they're done they have a porch on the front, and they look just like that across the way over there. And those are of course completed, set up. We have 52 new ones coming in on this side. Those 52 new ones will bring in about half again the revenue as they're getting now, and we want to bring in 178 units and 50 RV units. Always looking for something that brings us a much better income, something that is brings us a powerful income. Obviously I don't have my seatbelt on, but we're inside the man camp, so we're not going to worry about that right now. All right, now if you look over here, these are the RV spots. We have some trucking spaces. They rent the trucking spots, or they rent the RV spots, and right now there's about 50. They have concrete walkways right up to them and a great place to park. They park sometime as long as a year at a time. They can rent a year. Some of these cabins are rented for the whole year, even though no one stays in them. They don't want someone else to rent them so that they can't get in on it or can't have them when they come back. So some of the oil field companies will rent the thing the whole time. That way that they know that when their guys come in, they have a space for them, and they have a space for them that they really enjoy and want to be at. We have, now you can see how the yards go in after a little bit of time. Then they have grass, and it's just a little bit different look over this side. Like I said, these are the single homes, and it looks more like a mini subdivision. And these homes bring in about $90 a night. These guys get a per diem, and in that per diem, they want to sell and make money on that per diem. So that's of course what they do. They take that, they divide it out by how much it costs them, and then they have a little kitchenette, and it's just almost like they're living at home. So we have somewhere we'd like to have around 375 units, bringing in anywhere from $70 a night to $105 a night. And then up front there is a man camp where someone else built it, and we'll show you a little bit of video of that. And that man camp is lease the ground. The lease was $50,000 because it goes by the bed, and they just increased the beds, and so now it's going to be $65,000 a month. They brought in the buildings, they brought in the infrastructure. They're just renting the actual property and then bringing them in. And so I'll have some views of what we're going to do with the rest of the property and our ideas, but this is one of the things that is good to invest in if you can get in the right place, at the right time, in the right oil field, is what you would call man camps. We more think this one as a place that's home and not a man camp because it's more home feeling. You can have your kids here. We got things for the kids to do. I have a great restaurant up front, and place for guys to watch football, big screen TVs, all different kinds of food, from Mexican food to hamburgers, and it seems like everybody really enjoys it. I've been here for 3 days and have just been spoiled rotten, and everybody's been very good, and I've enjoyed my time here. But a very good investment is the man camps.